Hey everybody, welcome to the Columbus Wired post-practice Wednesday recap at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. I'm Andy Evans, and of course, by now you should know this guy.
Drew Sample.
Mr. Drew Sample. We're here now for season number 2 of the Columbus Wired podcast, and the coming down here and hanging out at the Woody and giving you guys a little bit of an update, heading in to each week of the season.
Yes.
And it's upon us. Game time has come, Drew.
Saturday.
And
I forgot. Where have I been?
He forgets.
Where have I been? I thought we were playing Indiana game 1 again. Do I even cover the Buckeyes?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
But
I do a good job pretending.
well, do an excellent job pretending about this Saturday's season opener, 3:30 on CBS. Of course, right next door, kind of quasi next door, just a few, about a quarter of a mile or so that way. In the shoe for the Akron Zips. Now, Drew, what do we know about Akron so far this year?
Well, they're a school in the MAC.
Okay.
And they're going to play the number 2 team in the country, Ohio State Buckeyes. We all know they're number 1. They're the most hyped team.
They're number 1, at least in our hearts.
I think they're the most hyped team. Who is even number 1? Georgia. Okay, Georgia. Those
probably
dogs.
depending on the poll.
But I think after there's a lot of pressure on Ohio State this season. Not only did we get all of Alabama's best recruits, we got Ole Miss's top running back. We really did a good job on the portal. We were both very hard on the Buckeyes recruiting. Looks like the offensive line's looking better. We're even more stacked at wide receiver. First time ever having a freshman wide receiver start in this era of elite wide receivers.
Not even Marvin Harrison accomplished that feat.
No, and I think so. We got Will Howard, who's here making more money than Brock Purdy most likely. So I think we got a lot of excitement today. Today was kind of cool. We got the lightning round with Ryan Day.
Yep.
We got Travion Henderson. We got Cody Simon. Emeka Egbuka snuck up on everybody once again. You were there, though.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, I was there. I got pretty much the entirety of Emeka. In fact, I kind of cut it off after, I don't know how long Emeka went, but it was probably 12 or 13 minutes, and it finally got to the point where I'm like, okay, I think at this point probably nobody's watched this far into the video, so I'm just going to stop it anyways. But he was still going on, to be honest. But of course, check out all of those interviews. Ryan Day, Cody Simon,
Travion Henderson,
and Emeka Egbuka.
We had Travion Henderson. And then finally we were all chanting for him to come out. And you got a really good question with Jack the Mac. Jack the Mac. That's awful. I hope nobody calls him Jack the Mac.
Jack Sawyer. Yeah, he was the last interview of the night. Of course, we're all proud of Jack. 4th year, final year here in Columbus. Stayed home.
Captain.
Pickerington North graduate. He is a captain this year. I was able to last question that he was asked.
And he said, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I was really happy for you.
Don't ruin the surprise.
It won't be.
You guys have to check out the video. Yeah, you got to check out the video, which is, of course, on the Columbus Wired YouTube channel, which is probably more than likely where you're watching this now, unless you saw it through Facebook or X.
It's still going to be the Columbus Wired.
Yeah. So if you link to this video through some other social media, you can still go to the Columbus Wired YouTube channel to check out all the other videos that we have. So, like you said, though, Akron, they're a 50-point dog coming in here. What chance do they have of putting any points on the scoreboard this Saturday against a defense that, mind you, Drew, pretty much virtually returns everybody, added a piece or two to the puzzle, a huge piece in safety, Caleb Downs, which everybody, at least on the team, coaches, they're all raving about. We're going to see, and now maybe it's not going to be a great measuring stick because, no offense, Zip fans, you guys have had not great luck here the last 6 seasons. They've had losing seasons. In fact, back-to-back the last 2 seasons, Drew, going 2-10 for the Zips, and they lost a bunch of guys. So
they had this really good offensive lineman named Austin Sample. He's my cousin. He played for them.
30 years ago?
No, he played from, I think right before they started being terrible.
Of course, once Austin left, then the
Austin
team
Sample
just
left the team, they went down.
fell apart.
They
just
did.
went
They really
to
did.
Shucks.
Shout out to Austin. He will never see this video.
Hey,
but
shout out
to Austin. His
give
dad will. His dad.
Well, give him a
I'll send him the link.
Yeah, be like, dude, we gave you a shout out. It may not be, you know.
He's probably not. He's
probably
probably
not
not stand
thrilled,
by it. He's
right.
probably not going to stand by it.
Well, yeah,
I'm
know.
just teasing.
But at any rate, I mean, what chance does Akron
they don't have
to
much.
score some
I mean,
points?
I think it's expected. We should expect a field goal if they can come out. And traditionally, you know, this year might be different. Traditionally, the Buckeyes do start out kind of slow.
I was just getting ready to say that.
But it did sound like what Jack Sawyer was talking about. Like, it sounds like they really want to shut them.
They're keyed in.
They're keyed in, and I think, you know, Denzel Burke, he's been really keyed in throughout these whole sessions and everything. But we will find out Saturday. There's lots of hype going on, and we're not going to get a ton of answers Saturday, but I think everybody's expecting us to win by 60 points. And if the Buckeyes don't win by 60 points, look out. They'll
Is
probably
Columbus
drop
going
in.
to loot and riot and burn couches in the middle of Chittenden and High Street?
I don't think those. I don't think today's generation is that amped up over the football. I hope they are.
If you're not, I was going to say you
I hope
should
they
be.
are. They really should go back to burning couches.
I mean, that was how we did it back in our day.
Yeah, whether you won or lost. The plan was to riot.
Well, if they won and it was like over Michigan, yeah, you know, riots.
The plan was riot no matter what back in the day.
If you lost, depending on pretty much every loss, there was a riot.
There was a riot.
There was a few riots that even took place not during the football season.
Yeah.
That were kind of interesting to be a part of.
They were fun.
Not that I was ever around that kind of behavior.
Yeah, for sure.
But
this is what we heard.
So give us your prediction then this Saturday. What do you see out of the? Let's hold off on prediction time just yet. I apologize. Give me your assessment of the offense. What are you looking to see out of them?
I'm looking to see them go up big early, so then we get some much-needed snaps for all the other quarterbacks that we have, because we need. This is a long season. It's like anything can happen. This is the longest college football season in recorded history. So we need our guys to get reps, and I think our young guys in particular, so we can see, who's better, Aaron Nolan or Julian Sand, or is Devin Brown even going to get playing time? How good is Lincoln Keenholz? Is he, now that he's actually gotten more snaps, he's not just thrown into a bowl game? Yeah. So I think there's a lot to see. I mean, I'm grateful there's no quarterback controversy this year.
Yeah. And I think that was something Ryan Day really wanted to avoid, because last year it kind of seemed to put a little bit of a damper, a little bit of a black eye on things.
I would say
and I think it even hampered both McCord and Devin Brown.
Yeah.
The way that they played throughout this season. They just didn't seem real sure of themselves.
Well, I mean, they didn't. Devin Brown got hurt early.
And he got hurt a couple of times. It didn't help getting hurt.
He never really recovered, and then Kyle McCord just never really...
He just didn't seem to have that kind of season that I, especially, was behind all throughout last year. You were supportive of him,
I was too, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of other people were. I just don't think we saw that bang out of Kyle McCord, which is going to be interesting.
We didn't have the deep ball, and I think like with C.J. Stroud, we had the deep ball. With Justin Fields, we had the deep ball. With Dwayne Haskins, we had the deep ball. And I think we got so...
Cardale Jones,
obviously. And I think we got so used to just being able to score at will. We just didn't have that last year. We had a mediocre at best offensive line, but now all these guys are more seasoned. They played together, and then we have the addition of
Seth McLaughlin
from Alabama. So I think there's a lot to be excited about, and hopefully they just come out and execute.
So then, what do you think? This Saturday,
I'm going to say it's
final score. Once again, they're a 50-point fave.
I'm going to say it's going to be like 63 to 10. Because I think we might give up some points in garbage time.
Okay, some late game
Could be.
scores.
I mean,
okay.
But the defense might want to just stay on the field and shut them out, which I wouldn't hate.
I think that even Ohio State's second and third teamers could probably go in against Akron's first team and still probably shut them down. But to your point, Ohio State has had a tendency the last couple of seasons to start off a little slow. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, we saw Youngstown State come out last year
They drove
and
right down
score
the field.
first?
They had a
Youngstown State, an FCS team, came in here, first game of the year, and scored the first points, and then that was it. It was done. But Ohio State, you know, they ended up winning that game 35-7.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I think everybody out there is with you. We all want to see Will Howard, Quinshawn, Travion, the heralded freshman, Jeremiah Smith. Everybody's going to be
Cardale
like,
Jones,
you know, I want to.
We want to see our tight ends get big plays. We want to see everybody just come out and look at
Just explosive. Everybody wants to see an absolute decimation of Akron. I don't blame you. A 62-10 game. I think, and there would be people out there that would probably bitch about giving up 10 points.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I can't believe
believe
we
didn't score 100.
Yeah, I can't believe they just let. Yeah, they didn't score 100 and they let Akron score 10. That's ridiculous. This game is a failure. You know me, everybody out there who watches these videos religiously, thank you, Mom, the one and only. Maybe your dad, possibly, or your mom, you know.
My family.
Yeah, right? It's
guys at the cigar shop.
Sample family, guys at the cigar shop. Yeah, much love, you know, and you too, Mom, for always watching. I like to reel it in. I'm a glass half empty, not half full kind of guy. I'm a little bit on the pessimistic side.
So,
you know, 50 points. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go. Well, let's put it this way. The last time they played Akron in the shoe, it was a 59-7 ball game. So they beat them by 52 points. And that quarterback that we were just saying last season kind of had a year, set the freshman passing yards record. Set the record for a freshman who threw the most amount of passing yards the first time they ever started in Ohio State history. 319 yards.
On Akron?
Yeah.
Wow.
Threw that many on Akron. So if they could do that in 2021, can they do that this year? And they have a much better, hopefully much more explosive team, at least on paper. I think it can happen, but I'm gonna bring it down and I'm gonna say final score 52-3, meaning Ohio State misses the spread by 1 point.
Get on DraftKings, everybody. Andy Evans said it. They're going to miss the spread.
By 1 point.
By 1 point.
52-3. Now watch, it will be like 100 to -5 or something. So
-5.
Negative, yeah. I mean, they so many penalties. They start taking points away from Akron. Anything else you can think
That's
of?
it, guys. We're going to have a podcast coming up after the game, rebooting. Everything's going to be on Columbus Wired this year. Last year we were getting started. We were working with another media company. This year it's just Columbus Wired. Looking forward to bringing you guys episodes consistently. And that's it from my end. Follow me on Twitter. I'm @DrewSample or X.
It ain't Twitter. I think by now people probably know that it's X.
Slash me at X.
Yeah, slash. Is that a thing? Are the kids saying that now?
No,
that's not a term?
No.
So you just came up with something?
No. I stole that from a different old guy. I'm not
really?
that creative. Yeah.
I thought that was actually pretty damn creative.
It's from the guy in the podcast, Adam Curry.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Adam, we're gonna steal that.
He won't ever watch this. Don't worry.
All right, then screw you, Adam. We're stealing it.
Yeah.
Slash me on X @Andy's Wired.
Andy's Wired.
Slash me, bro.
Follow at Columbus Wired.
Slash me.
Follow Columbus Wired as well.
Yep. At Columbus Wired. At Columbus_Wired. Slash us on the X.
And that's it. Looking forward to bringing you guys another episode real soon.
Everybody take care. Until next week.